You ever catch yourself just waiting for a break that never actually seems to come? You know, you're talented, you're capable, and you've worked really, really hard, but no one seems to see you. And here's the hard truth: no one is coming to save you. Stay with me here, because it's not the bad news. It's actually the best news that you're ever going to hear. Because today I'm going to show you why waiting for someone else's permission is killing your creative fire and why it keeps you prisoner in someone else's dream. I'm going to teach you how to spot it when it's happening to you and how to flip that script of waiting and rejection into your biggest strength. And stick with me, because the science behind the shift will surprise you. The power in this is undeniable. For years at the university, after my job was all carved up and the promises were broken, I thought if I just worked harder, sharper, longer, I was doubling down. I was giving extra unpaid hours. I was volunteering skills that they weren't paying for. And I was convinced they'd give me back what was taken if I could just prove myself to them. But no matter what I did, no matter how good I am, it was never coming back. What happened and how it was handled, that was on them. But me giving them the power to drive my career, that one's on me. And here's the truth: people are looking out for what's best for them, not necessarily what's best for you. So if you're doing really, really well in a role that they want you in, odds they're going to keep you there. Because you leaving or growing would mean that you aren't there for them anymore. And if you're a freelancer, same story. Every client will do what's best for them. And most aren't going to invest the effort to see how talented you really are. They're going to stick with what they're comfortable with, what they know, because taking a chance on some unknown artist is a risk. And corporate clients especially hate risk. They want results. They want ROI on investment. And we'll talk about personal branding and sales in future episodes. But for right now, if you're feeling stuck, like no one will give you that opportunity, you're not imagining it. They really won't. Now, that waiting game isn't just exhausting and draining. It's actually your inner critic setting off alarms telling you that you are not enough. So you sit and you wait, hoping for something that never comes and that never will. And maybe you've felt that too. Waiting for someone to discover you is like waiting for rain in the desert. So if no one is coming to save you, what can you do? What if you realize that you had the car keys in your pocket the whole time? Now here's what finally clicked for me. Once I realized that the you no longer aligned with me, that how they see me and how I see my future are very different animals, I realized that, like a big machine, the you was going to do what was right for it, even if it hurt me. Not because it was evil, but because it was just convenient. Think of it like a shark. They're big, they're very scary, and they can hurt you badly, but sharks aren't evil. They're just sharks being sharks. They do whatever is best for them. And in a very real way, you have to stop waiting and start doing what's best for you. I knew I had to do something. I didn't have to storm out with verbal fireworks or become a starving artist. Like many choices in life, it's rarely black and white. For now, the you pays the bills, and that's fine. They get what they need. But how do you get what you need if no one sees helping you as being in their best interest? Well, here's the first mindset shift. Stop asking, why don't they give me what I deserve? And start asking, can I build outside their walls today? That's the pivot. That's going from petitioning to planning, from waiting for permission to drawing your own map. What's one lane you could claim right now, even if it's small, even if it's tiny? It doesn't have to be your forever lane, but it's yours. Start a side project, publish one small thing with your name on it. Learn a skill that puts you in motion in the direction that you want to go. The point isn't to win it all in one step. It's to stop handing the control to someone else and take your future into your own hands. Because when you're just a passenger on the bus, you only go where someone else decides you go. But when you sit in the driver's seat, you get to choose the road the pace. Suddenly it's your journey and you are the captain. And here's the big win for today, and it may be the biggest win that you'll ever get. This isn't about leaping canyons heroically or storming out of work in a blaze of bridge-burning glory. It's about one small thing, choosing to do one small thing for you today that is a step on the path that you want to take. And if you're thinking, Robert, don't you think I've tried? Here's the key. It's not about willpower. It's about lowering the bar so far that you cannot lose. So don't write a novel, write a paragraph. Don't plan a feature film, shoot a scene, just one. It's not about finishing a big project. In fact, it's not about finishing at all. See, your brain doesn't wait for motivation. It waits for momentum. So shrink that step down. Write a single sentence, shoot 10 seconds of video, take one photo, keep it ridiculously small. That's behavioral activation. That is the science. You don't wait until you feel ready, you act. And the feeling of readiness comes after. Action first, motivation follows, and it's not about the size of the action. It's about doing something, anything. Now, this isn't theory, it's proven. Psychologists have studied it for decades. And it works because action rewires your brain. See, the change that matters isn't out in the real world. It's the neurons in your mind that matter. Think of it like lighting a match in a dark room. That one spark does not flood the room with daylight, but it proves that the darkness doesn't control you anymore. Use it to light a candle, and the flame keeps going. Keep lighting candles, and soon you have enough light to find your way. Today, your first step is yours alone. And the only person in the world who can take it, the only one with the power to change your future, is the face you see in the mirror every morning. So no one's coming to save you. And that actually is the good news, because you now know that you have the power and the responsibility for your own future. You've had the keys and the roadmap all along. The only person who can tell you no is you. So tell yourself yes, it's up to you. But here's the plot twist. You finally take the wheel and you're ready to choose your own road, and you're feeling really good. And then you realize that you're not alone in the car. Something scary just slid into the passenger seat, and it's very, very scary. It's your inner critic. It's back again, but this time it's different. That voice doesn't come from outside. It's sitting right next to you. And it doesn't say that you're lazy or that you're broken. It says something a whole lot scarier. It says you do not belong here. You are not worthy. And any minute now, they're going to find out that you are a complete fraud. Do you see the shift? You've already claimed ownership, and that's exactly why your inner critic is changing its tactics. This isn't the same old battle. This is imposter syndrome. It's a brand new monster telling you that you'll never be good enough. At least that's what you think it's saying. But we're going to uncover the naked truth in an upcoming episode, and it's an absolute shocker. So don't miss it, because you are enough. And the only permission that you're ever going to need is your own. And while you're at it, give yourself permission to get my free, no strings attached, no pressure ebook on how to use AI the right way as a creative and not have it go against you.
Why fit in when you can lead the way? Stand out from the herd, make your own play. Live creative, let your colors show. With every step, let your passion flow. Worthy creative.